You know that common houseplant you see everywhere? Ever wonder if there's more to it than just being, green? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on one you might even have on your windowsill right now, the Portulacaria Afra, but you probably know it as the elephant bush.
Okay, first things first, and this is super important. A lot of people mix up the elephant bush with the jade plant. I mean, they look a lot alike, right? But here's the crucial difference. The jade plant, it's actually toxic to your pets. Our hero plant, the elephant bush, is totally safe for pets and people. For any pet owner out there, that's basically a superpower in itself.
So let's get to know this plant a little better. Its fancy scientific name is Portulacaria Afra, but back in its home country, South Africa, it's called Spekboom. It's this really tough succulent that's figured out how to live in some pretty harsh, semi-desert places.
Now, you might be thinking a plant with superpowers has got to be a pain to take care of, right? Nope, it's actually the total opposite. This thing is a born survivor, which makes it one of the easiest, most rewarding plants you can have at home. So let's open up its survivor's toolkit.
Honestly, what it needs is super simple. It loves a ton of sun, but it's cool with half shade too. It thrives in heat and can handle a drought like a champ. The one thing it can't stand is frost. If the temperature dips below freezing, it's game over. And if you're keeping it indoors, just stick it in the brightest window you have. A south-facing one is perfect.
All right, listen up, because this is the single most important tip for keeping your elephant bush happy. If you remember literally nothing else, remember this. Let the soil dry out completely before you water it again. The #1 mistake people make is giving it too much water, and that leads to root rot, which is a plant's worst enemy.
And what's really cool is the plant will actually tell you what it wants. If you see the leaves getting a little bit wrinkly, that's its way of saying, hey, I'm thirsty. But if the leaves are turning yellow and falling off, that means you're being way too nice with the watering can. It really is that easy.
Okay, so we've got the basics down. Now let's get to the really wild part. This humble-looking plant has at least 3 incredible superpowers that take it from just nice greenery to a full-on green marvel. You ready? Let's dive in. First up, its biggest superpower by far. This plant is a serious warrior in the fight against climate change. I'm talking, it's a carbon-sucking machine. And this is where it gets absolutely staggering. The elephant bush is so good at pulling carbon dioxide out of the air that, acre for acre, it can actually do a better job than many rainforests. Think about that for a second. That's why people call it a carbon sponge. It's this tiny environmental powerhouse just sitting in a pot.
Okay, ready for the next one? This is gonna blow your mind. Superpower number 2. You can eat it. Yeah, you heard me right. The elephant bush is edible.
And it's not just edible, it's pretty much a superfood. The leaves have this awesome zesty, sour flavor, kind of like a tart green apple, and they're loaded with vitamin C. You can throw them in a salad, blend them in a smoothie, it's great. Just one little heads up, they do have something called oxalic acid, so if you've got any kidney issues, it's probably best to not go crazy with them. Everything in moderation, right?
And for our third and final superpower, we're bringing it back inside the house, specifically into your bedroom. Turns out this plant is the perfect nighttime companion.
So here's the deal. Most plants, they do their thing during the day, but at night, they actually release carbon dioxide. The elephant bush, it's different. It uses this really cool process called CAM photosynthesis. And what that means is it does the complete opposite. It keeps sucking up CO2 and pumping out fresh oxygen all night long. It's literally cleaning the air while you're asleep.
So beyond these crazy superpowers, this plant also has this incredibly rich history with people, with human culture. It's not just a plant. It's been a partner in art, medicine, and tradition for ages. Let's take a look.
For centuries, artists have used it for bonsai, and it's so easy to see why. It's like it was made for it. It grows fast, the trunk gets nice and thick to give it that awesome old look. You can prune it heavily and it doesn't complain, and you can just snip off a piece and grow a whole new plant. It's beautiful and super forgiving, which is perfect for an art form like that. Back in South Africa, where it's from, it's also a huge part of folk medicine. The juice from its leaves was used for everything, soothing insect bites, taking the sting out of a sunburn. People would chew the leaves to help with a sore throat, and there's even a tradition of using it to help nursing mothers. And the cultural story doesn't end there. In Feng Shui, those little round, fleshy leaves look kind of like coins, right? Well, because of that, it's believed to attract wealth and good fortune. That's why you'll often see it placed near the entrance of a home or in an office to bring in that good energy.
So, when you put it all together, it's pretty clear the elephant bush is way more than just another succulent on a shelf, isn't it? It's a climate warrior, a source of food, a personal air purifier, and a powerful cultural symbol.
And I've got one last amazing fact for you that brings it all back to its name. In its natural home, this one plant makes up an incredible 80% of an elephant's diet. 80%! It's the cornerstone of their whole ecosystem. So that name, elephant bush, isn't just some cute nickname. It's a testament to how vital this plant is in the natural world.
So, it goes from being this simple houseplant to a global superstar. The elephant bush really proves that amazing, extraordinary things can be hiding in the most ordinary places. And that just leaves you wondering, right? What other natural wonders are hiding in plain sight all around us?